Hello everyone, I'm Rupali Mishra. Today we are going to study Standard 3rd Environmental Studies. This is your textbook. Here the chapters which we are going to see are 1 to 26, and we are going to take 1 to 13 chapters for first semester and the remaining 13 chapters for second semester. So let's start with the chapter 1, that is our environment. Before moving towards our chapter, let's understand what is the meaning of environment. Environment means anything that surrounds us. It can be living or non-living things. It includes physical, chemical, and other natural forces. Living things live in their environment. The environment affects the growth and development of a person. It means that whatever we find surrounding to us, that is environment. It may be living thing or it may be non-living thing. Let's see what is given in this chapter. The first content they had given here is, can you tell? Look at the picture alongside. You can easily name all these things. What materials are they made from? Where do we find these materials? What are the use of these things? Let's see what they had given here. They had given a bat. A bat is made up of wood. We get wood from trees. The another material they had shown here, that is cup. Cup is made up of clay. And clay we get from nature. And we make use of this cup for drinking tea or milk. Bat, we make use of bat for playing cricket. The third thing they have shown in this picture, that is thread. Thread, it is made up of cotton. Cotton we get from farms, from cotton tree. And we make use of this thread for sewing different types of clothes. The another thing they have shown here, that is pot. Pot is made up of soil. Soil is a natural product. So we get soil from nature. We make use of pot for storing water or other any material like pulses or any other content. Let's see the next one. You can name these things too. Where do we find them? What are they used for? Yes, you can see here that showing here banana, amla, sweet corn, or we can say corn also. So banana we make use as a food item. Amla also we make use of amla as a medicinal herb also, or a medicinal product also. We make use of amla to make different materials or dry items. Corn can be used to make flour or to make a corn roti. So these are the products which we get from nature and directly from the nature. If you compare these two things, that in first picture if you will see in that bat, cup, thread and pot, they are man-made materials. By using the natural products, these all products are made. And here the banana, amla and corn, these things we get directly from the nature. Take a look around. Here one picture they had given, you can see a monkey, squirrel, a settlement is given and man is moving through the road. Rabbit is there, river, mountains, trees, plants, grass, fields, and many more is given in this picture. There are many things around us. They form our environment. As before starting our chapter, I told you all these things, that whatever the things is surrounded to us, that is only creates environment. What is environment? The things, man-made things or the natural things which is surrounded to us, the combination of all these two things is known as environment. There are stones and rocks and soil. Yes, surrounding to us we found stones, rocks, soil, also different materials, water, plants, trees, mountains, and many more. There are rivers and streams and lakes. There is air where there are hills and mountains. Yes, surrounding to us there is air, we see different rivers, there are streams and lakes which completes our environment, and also which completes our day-to-day needs also. There are jungles, there are fields and houses and roads and also barren lands. We also see many different animals around us, different types of trees and bushes and climbers make our environment beautiful. We too are a part of this environment. It means that surrounding to all the natural contents which they had given here, like hill, mountain, soil, rock, stone, jungle, fields, houses, the barren lands, means the lands which are not in use, or some of the lands which are used for the human being purposes as a settlement, that all will come under this environment. We human beings, we are also a part of this environment. It means that environment, when it creates, when all these things are surrounded to us, when there will be stones, rocks, soil, rivers, streams, lakes, air, hills, mountains, jungles, different settlements, animals will be there, different bushes, climber trees, and other things, flowers, means natural and the man-made things, when it will create our environment. As according to our need, we are converting this environment, or we are turning the places or land into building. So as according to our need, we are making changes in this environment. Let's see the next content which they had given. A sparrow and a roadside stone. Now let us look at a stone and a sparrow in our surrounding and compare them. If we will see stone, it will remain as it is at one place. And if you will think about the sparrow, what you will get? Sparrow will move from one place to another place, one tree to another tree. Stone, stone doesn't need any food item, but birds to live, they need food item. Also, if you will see that stone will not give birth to any newborns, but the sparrows, they will give newborn babies. Let's see the content. A stone remains where it is. Yes, if we will try to move that stone, then only it will move from one place to another place. Otherwise, it will remain as it is where it is. Its place changes only if someone picks it up and moves it. Yes, if I will say that I don't want the stone from this place, I want to take it to my home. So in that condition only, that stone will be moved from one place to another place. Otherwise, it will remain as it is. It doesn't eat. Yes, stone doesn't need food to survive. So it doesn't grow bigger. Yes, the stone size never changes, it remains as it is. It doesn't have babies either. Yes, the stone doesn't give babies. It's not the same with sparrows. Do you think it is same as like a stone and the sparrows are similar one? No. Stone, it is a non-living thing, and sparrow, it is a living thing. The sparrow, they build nest. Yes, to survive their life, they need a house. So for this, they build a nest. They move here and there on their own. Yes, by their own choice, they can move anytime. If they don't want to go, they can sit at their nest. Or if they want to go to west side, they can go. If they want to go for north side or west side, east, south, wherever they want, in any direction they can move. They eat insects and grains. Yes, the sparrow, they eat insects and grains to survive their life. That is why they grow. Due to food grain, due to food items, their size and their age changes. As from a newborn, they converts into a sparrow. They lay eggs in nest. Little sparrows hatch from these eggs. Yes, the sparrow, what they do? They lay eggs in the nest, and after some time, the sparrow, they hatches from the eggs, and the little young ones are out from the egg. Sparrow take a lot of care of the young ones. Yes, sparrow takes care of the young ones up to when they will not be able to fly in the sky. Why do we see this difference between the sparrow and the stone? The sparrow is a living thing and the stone is a non-living thing, due to which we find the difference between the sparrow and the stone. Because sparrow, anytime, as according to their wish, they can move from one place to another place, but the stone, he cannot, or that stone cannot move from one place to another place without his choice. Things in our surrounding form two groups, living things and non-living things. Yes, in our surrounding, if you will see, living things and non-living things, these are the two categories. Stone will come under the non-living thing and sparrow will come under the living things. Like this only, the living things are known to which the person or a thing which is alive, which needs to take oxygen, air, water, food. These are the important content. Without this, we cannot survive our life. So, if you will think about the non-living things, they doesn't need anything else from this content. They doesn't need oxygen. They don't need any water, any food item, as we had seen about the stone. Living things are of two kinds, plants and animals. Animals have babies and seedlings grow from seeds. Yes, if you will talk about the plants and animals, they give birth to the babies, and through the seedling we can grow by using a seed, we can grow a seedling. The seedlings then grow into plants. Yes, if you will try to grow a seed, so by watering for some time and with the help of the sun or with the help of the photosynthesis process, we can see the seed will convert into a plant, or it will grow into a plant. This tells us that plants are living things. From this concept, what we can come to know, that plants grow. A seed is converted into a plant. A baby is converted into a human being. Or an animal, baby is converted into a big animal. But a stone is not converted into a small or big ones. Plants do move. For example, when a bird blooms into a flower, its petals opens. But movement of plants are not so easily seen. Plants also need food. Yes, plants they move, but their movement is not easily visible. So due to which, if we will see a bud of flower, sometimes or on the next day it will start blooming and we cannot see the process of it. But from this concept we can come to know that the plants have a movement and these movements are not easily seen by our human beings. Plants also need food. Yes, plants they need food. As we take oxygen, they take carbon dioxide. They need fertilizer, they need sun rays, they need water. This all are the food items. And for growing a plant, sun, water, carbon dioxide, this is must. Of course, plants do not move from place to place like animals do. The roots hold them down in one place. This is a big difference between plants and animals. Yes, if we will talk about animals they move from one place to another place. Birds they can move from one place to another place. Human beings they can move from one place to another place. But plants they are living things, but they stay at one place and they grow at one place only. So here with the help of the roots the plants get a hold, and due to which they doesn't move from one place to another places. That's all for today. The remaining part of this chapter will be taught in next part. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for my latest notification. That's all for today. Thank you.